Back when I was in high school, I used to make excuses all the time about how my instant gratification addictions weren't actually addictions. Video games are actually okay because they increase your hand-eye coordination. Buying expensive sneakers isn't actually bad because in the future they could be worth thousands of dollars and I could sell them for a profit. To be honest, I was just coping. Pretty much all of us do this. Whenever we're called out on these instant gratification addictions that we have, we try to cope. We try to create excuses as to why they're not actually that bad. And we go so far as to say they're actually beneficial to our lives when all they're doing is just frying your brain, ruining your life, and stealing away from you a better life that you could be living. And I'm going to discuss some of those copes today. And by the way, my name is Greg. My goal is to help out young men with their self-improvement journeys, and that's clearly something you're interested in. So it would really help if you would leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be a win-win for both of us. So to give you guys a little bit of backstory, I just finished recording a video about the dangers of instant gratification. It's going to be called something like, if you buy Yeezys, you're an idiot, something like that. And basically, what I was talking about is that a lot of our goals that we set out to do, buy the expensive clothes, the expensive car, that chase for materialistic things over and over again, that becomes a vicious cycle and completely destroys lives. My basic point was that all of that stuff stems from instant gratification, and the actual way to be happy in life is through delayed gratification. And I already knew that the comments on that video were going to be something else, with all the Jeffries coping saying, no, Yeezys actually make me really happy, and because I love Kanye. And you wouldn't get it because fashion designers, I actually care about the fashion designers. I actually care about the history of BMW. It's interesting to me, and I don't care what other people think about me. I knew that stuff was coming. So today I'm going to address some of these copes that I've personally made up, I know you make up, and I know especially the guys who aren't watching this video will say to you day in and day out. The first one I have to address that people say about pretty much everything, whether it's video games, cars, clothes, expensive sneakers, they always say, it might not have made you happy, but it really makes me happy. And to that I have to say, the item itself does not make you happy. The 4,000 pounds of steel and machinery that make up a BMW 5 Series does not make you happy. The history of the BMW company is not what made you happy. What made you happy in your head was the thought of what your friends were gonna say when you roll up to their house in your new BMW that you got on finance for $750 a month, and you're gonna be chained to that car for the next 6 years. And if you miss a payment, you don't want to miss a payment. The real thing that makes you happy, in this case, is the thought of the validation that you're going to get from your friends or from people that aren't even your friends, random people that are going to compliment you about your BMW 5 Series who actually don't even care about you. Another one of the copes that I've heard from people all the time, from myself especially, and from people that I know, is it's an investment for the future. A lot of the time that I would buy expensive sneakers in high school, I would explain to my mom that no, I'm not actually spending money on these sneakers because I want to impress people. I'm actually investing in them because Jordans can be worth thousands of dollars in the future. You just wouldn't get it. And now, obviously, they're sitting in my room not making me any money. If you ever catch someone or yourself saying, hey, this wasn't a bad purchase, this is an investment for the future. An investment is something that makes you money over time and is not supposed to cause you stress. The BMW that you want to finance is not your investment for the future. As a matter of fact, cars, clothes, they're depreciating assets. They're worth less the moment that you buy them. And the entire market around them is built that way. You'd rather invest into Nike's company and buy these sneakers than invest into something that's actually going to benefit you. And I'm not being a stock guru or anything. I'm not recommending you invest in an index fund instead. But I'm telling you, be smart with your money and don't buy things emotionally just because it's going to be an investment for the future. Another cope that I've personally made myself and that I've heard all the time from other people is, I can build a business or an Instagram page around this. Sneakers are a good example because how many sneaker pages do you see on Instagram? If you're into sneaker culture, probably a lot. All the time you see these people with their decked out cars and then they have their little Instagram tag next to it so that you could follow their car on Instagram. How much money do you think they make with their 36 followers? How much money are you actually making off of this? And are you even trying to start a business based on this thing that you're calling an investment? One of the absolute worst situations where people say this is with gaming. All the time throughout high school, I would tell my mom, video games aren't actually bad because people make millions of dollars just playing video games. They just upload it to YouTube and live stream it. They're millionaires. And that was a horrible cope because I wasn't streaming my games. I wasn't good at games. You might lie to yourself and say, hey, I actually am good at games. But are you marketing yourself playing games? By marketing, I mean, are you filming yourself playing video games, uploading it to YouTube, uploading it to Twitch, or live streaming on Twitch? Are you creating some sort of content that people can watch and enjoy and you would subsequently make money off of? 90% of the time, the answer is probably no. And even if you are making content, is it good? Is your content good enough for people to care about it? You can say all you want that people like XQC or whoever other popular Twitch streamer isn't actually good at games or just got lucky to get there. But they've been marketing themselves playing games for years. What have you been doing? If you actually want to turn that passion for gaming because you love games, you want to turn that into something that actually makes you money, sit down and actually do it. You playing League of Legends and being bad at it for 5 hours a day is not making money for you. Those were just some of the things that I thought off the top of my head, and I'm certain there's plenty more. I just had to mention that to you guys, so just keep in mind, winners win, losers lose. Go be a winner today.